Hi guys, it's been a while. Stylist Tricia Cromwell here for Tricia's Tip Tuesday. God, I've been slacking. I've been busy, you guys. I haven't been ignoring you. And I also think that it's going to have to just become Tricia's Tips weekly because this whole Tuesday thing, the way my life is set up, I can't do it, man. I'm trying. And I am like rushing on my way to somewhere now, but I wanted to pop in really quickly just to check in and chat with you guys and show you. You're probably like, what car are you in and why? This is all of the clothing donations from my last two style swaps. Fall at the Greatest Bar, and then this past spring at the Easton Country Club with Easton Women of Today. This is all of the leftover clothing right here. It's almost 40 bags of stuff. This actually isn't even all of it because it would not fit in my car. But I'm dropping it off to Project Hope tomorrow in preparation for our pop-up shop at the end of the month, which is exciting, and that's why I kind of look like a bag lady because, well, I guess I kind of am a bag lady today. I wanted to talk to you about something kind of different. To first keep it fashion though, I wanted to give a shout out to navy blue, the color. Shout out completely. Navy is like everything right now. Like spring going into summer, like ditch the black and all the really harsh winter colors, the heather grays, the dark grays. And, you know, with all the pinks and yellows and amazing spring colors that are out and all the whites, ground it in navy. Because this navy this season, I mean, in pants and maxi dresses and cute eyelet tops, even in like linen blazers, this navy is very deep and rich, but it's also kind of like a brighter undertone, like just amazing color. And I'm loving navy, so I had to give navy a shout out. And then I also just wanted to let you guys know something like different, right? So I'm usually giving you fashion tips because that's what I know about and style tips. And I actually started doing something recently that I wanted to share with everybody. So I read this book, You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life, okay? This book is amazing. Like, the author is hilarious, just the way that she writes, I love it. But it was really, really relatable. And you know, positive mindset is like all the rage now, and it's in memes and stories, and people are preaching it, and coaches you can hire to help you. And I'm not that trustworthy, right? And I don't believe very quickly, and everything is not puppies and rainbows. And how do these people have this positive mindset all the time? Like, they must have just not called every one of their utility bills to push back the due date because they don't have the money. So yeah, good for them, but I can't relate. That's not my life, right? That's kind of how I am. A little bit of a glass half empty kind of person, I guess. Just sometimes and about, you know, certain things, and probably, you know, due to experience and childhood and hardships. And I'm kind of someone that I have to see something to believe it, and it kind of has to be proven, right? So this positive mindset, and how if you just think positive and everything will work out, that's not how I've been. You know, I've kind of been like, okay, I need this to work, and it's gonna, but I have to do this to make it work, right? I have to put myself here in this position, or I have to gather these resources or these tools so that the universe can then take over and make this happen. But if I just sit here and do nothing, nothing is just gonna happen. It's not gonna fall in my lap. It's not fairies and glitter everywhere everybody goes. You know, that's kind of how I've been. So reading this book, again, has been amazing because just the way that she writes is really realistic. The examples and the sarcasm, I felt like I could relate to. So, in reading this book, I was kind of inspired and I had an idea. So as is, obviously practicing gratitude daily is a huge way to help you change your mindset and really stop focusing on the negative and focus on the positive and the opportunities, right? So every night I write down in my planner 3 things that I was grateful for or thankful for the day, or my favorite parts of the day. And I'm actually designing a planner. That's like one of those things, whatever. But I use like my own little template. And that's what I wrote in there on purpose. So the night before, when I go to schedule out, you know, check off what I've done, because you love checking off when you've accomplished stuff, right? And then I'll write down kind of the three things I was grateful for the day. Well, sometimes I don't write everything down at night for the next day, or sometimes I forgot, or sometimes there's too many tasks on the freaking paper. There's not space in that section anymore. I used it for something else, right? So then I'm in bed and I'm like, oh yeah, what was I grateful for? This, and this. whatever. That's like my sleeping snore face. It probably really is too. So when I watch this back, I'm probably going to be mortified. But it would kind of be like a rush, thinking of it at night, I'm kind of rushing and it's such an overview, right? And there are so many things that we do in a day. So when I was reading this book and it was talking about, affirmations and gratitude and all that stuff, I was inspired. Why don't I set an alarm on my phone for gratitude? And just name the alarm gratitude, right? Like, we have alarms to wake up. I use my alarm as a reminder all the time, reminder to take vitamins. I mean, anything. So I thought, why don't I set a gratitude alarm? Name it gratitude. I set it for 2 o'clock every day. Super random. I don't know why I picked 2. I just did. I felt like it was kind of like a midpoint to the day, right? I've been doing this for like 2 weeks now, and all of the blogs and books you read and all the people that you talk to, when they tell you that your mind really does a switch, like a thing like this, they are for real, people. It really does. And just setting this alarm at 2, the main thing it does is make me pause, right? It makes me friggin' stop, be in the moment for a second in whatever busyness I'm doing, and think about thus far from when I woke up, whatever time that was, sometimes it's 6:30, sometimes it's 10, to 2 o'clock, what happened? And it made me realize, oh my gosh, so many amazing things happen in a day that are just so little. And they say celebrate the little wins, right? But sometimes they're so little or seem so insignificant at the time, or we're just so busy and we're so caught up in the next thing and accomplishing the next thing, getting to the next meeting or appointment, knocking this off the list before the day's over, that we don't realize all these small things that have happened that are amazing and that we did a great job at, that we're grateful for, that kind of the universe lined up for us, and it's another step that we needed towards our goal. Sometimes we don't remember at the end of the day. So this 2 o'clock has kind of made me stop and pause and realize how many incredible things happen in just a few hours. That, thank you, Jenna, that, sometimes by the end of the day, we would have forgotten or they would have been overlooked. So this has been like life-changing for me. And one of the things that the author, Jen Sincero, I think you pronounce it, had said in the book that I really related to was the toughest thing about a positive mindset and training yourself to, see the good in everything and believe everything's going to work out is that you have to have faith in the unseen. And you not only have to believe in something that you haven't even seen happen yet, but then you also have to be grateful for this thing that hasn't even happened yet. And I realized, Jenna, isn't it such a good book? I'm about to start reading it again. But I realized, wow, that's me. I need something to be proven, and I need to see the proof and the steps and the layout before I'm like, oh, okay. And so this whole mindset thing and all these memes and these blogs and everything people talk about, when I'm like, well, they must have been born positive because my brain does not work that way. Now I'm like, wow, when you really do celebrate the wins, it helps you to start to just to get faith in the unseen, right? Like, and I don't want to reference too many figures, I guess I should say, because I don't know who's going to watch it. I don't want to ruin this for anyone's kids. But as a kid, we grow up believing, right, in someone comes down a chimney and we just get presents and, baskets with eggs and candy. Like, we're taught to, like, believe in these things. And then as we become adults, we're just jaded by our experiences and everything. And it's like, to learn that it is difficult for some people to have faith in the unseen, but to learn that if you practice gratitude and you focus on the positive every day, you can actually get there. Like, there's hope for peeps like us. It's amazing, that I'm starting to see now that when I focus on the wins and I focus on the amazing things that have happened, it just really reiterates that I can't have faith in things that I don't have control over, right? And I can't have faith that things will line up for me. And then it makes it easier when I am reading or repeating these affirmations, or even when I'm setting goals for myself, so, and it could be anything, it could be business, it could be finance, it could be weight loss. Like, weight loss, that's my next one. Right now we're on the finance business thing. Weight loss, like this triple chin, not digging it, but that's my next one. But even so, right, I'm addicted to onion bagels. Like, I could eat onion bagels with cream cheese all day, every day. Well, that's they're full of carbs and no vitamin and blah, blah, whatever. So when I stop eating those every morning for breakfast, I'm going to celebrate that. And when I pick a bottle of water over a refresher, which probably isn't going to happen anytime soon, so maybe let's say a Mountain Dew to be realistic, I'm going to celebrate that. Even if I wrote down, hey, I had 3 bottles of water instead of a refresher and 2 Mountain Dews. And so what if that was just one day in the week? Celebrate it. Because you know what? You start to believe in yourself that, wow, I actually can do it. I'm doing it. I'm tracking it and it's happening, And it's just funny the way that mindset really opens your mind up to seeing other possibilities and having faith in things that maybe you hadn't before. So I just wanted to take a minute to share with you all. This past month has been insane for me, emotionally, physically, time-wise. I've started so many new things, working on this Project Hope pop-up shop. My new website is going to be live maybe today. Pumped about that. Liz, Tricia, and her team, amazeballs. I can't wait to share. So there are so many developments going on for me personally and professionally, that I really just wanted to share that my 2 o'clock alarm, literally simply setting a 2 o'clock alarm that's entitled gratitude. So every time I have to pick up my phone and shut the alarm off so it stops going off, and I say to myself, what happened so far today that I'm thankful about? It is amazing, the things that you come up with and that you overlook, and the way that it really helps you to flip your mindset and start to see more of the good than the bad and more of the accomplishments than the struggles. And it also really helps to instill faith in you that things are going to work out and you can actually hope to reach that goal. You can have hope. You can try to achieve your dreams, because these little steps are happening every day that maybe you had overlooked, but now that you're paying attention, the universe is opening up so many more opportunities for you. It's not a scam, people. So I just wanted to share, if you feel like you're in the same boat as me, or you feel like you have a certain struggle, a goal that you set that you felt like you're super far away from, this is just one simple thing that helped me. Set an alarm, midday, recap what you're grateful for, and wear navy blue. And also, if you need me in your closet, if you don't have enough navy blue, if you're not sure what to wear for spring, what are the trends? Does everything from last year fit you? How do you organize your closet? How do you switch over winter to spring? I got you. Let's schedule a call. I'll put the link below and we can chat. Thank you all. This has been Tricia's Tip Tuesday, and I will get back to you next week. And it may not be Tuesday, but I will be updating you with my new website. Pumped. Bye, guys.